Sunday, and that means it's time for a new episode of Open Fire Gaming. It should be February 7th by the time you watch this, and we got a really great show for you guys today. A lot of great games came out, one Mass Effect in particular. We got a lot of stuff we got to talk about, and I'm really happy to be back in business today. All right, so on the panel to my right, we've got Renix. How are we doing this morning?
Pretty good. Can't complain.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, because it's early.
I can complain since it's so damn early, but right. I can complain.
We are early today. It's not a gamer's routine to be this early, but unfortunately we are up this early. And across the table to my left, we have got Twisted. Did you get up this early?
Unfortunately, I was hoping to find myself in a coma and wake up a couple hours later in a hospital bed.
You're actually up before me.
Oh, I'm going to kill you now.
I called you and I was like, oh, wait a minute. He's like totally ready to leave. I'm not. And around the table again, we got the Chief. How we doing?
I'm pumped! Let's go! Let's do this! Caffeine! It's amazing!
The wonder drug.
The wonder drug and the power breakfast of the modern day gamer. And as usual, we're being recorded by the legend himself, Jamie Martinez, on the soundboard. Who's making faces at us from across the room. And as always, I'm Editor-in-Chief of Open Fire Gaming, 10Tim10. So before we start and get into our meaty topics, let's talk about what you've been playing, which doesn't make any sense.
Alright, so I've been playing lately. This is Rand, by the way, for those who don't know. I've been playing Mass Effect 2, came out last Tuesday.
Okay. Oh yeah, let's just make a pact right now. Number one, yeah. One, we're gonna have a no spoiler Mass Effect everything. Don't worry about if you're see any spoilers. It's not gonna be there. And if you've been playing Mass Effect, save it. Just pass on it. Be like, that's it. You know, because we're gonna talk about it later. So.
All right, and the other game I've been playing was, well, it's not really a game yet. It hasn't come out yet, but the Battlefield Bad Company 2 demo just recently
you've played the beta.
Yes, this was recently released on the Xbox 360. So.
I'm gonna try to get that to be a topic on the show next week. If I can get it to Twisted, we do some PC stuff with it. We'll see what we can do, because that game looks off the hook. All right, Chief, what have we been playing? What are we doing?
Well, you know, like Rand's over here, I've been, whenever I had a significant amount of free time, I've been digging into some Mass Effect, but we'll get into that later. So I'll just mention this other game that I've been playing from time to time. It's a bit of a throwback. Warcraft 3: The Frozen Throne.
Oh man.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I've been very busy lately, so it's been hard to find time to play games. But you know, when you're on your computer and you see a little desktop icon for a video game when you're supposed to be doing work, it's very easy to get distracted.
It is very easy.
I've had many a term papers pushed back to like 2 in the morning because of that.
Oh man.
So I've been playing that. It's been a lot of fun. I mean, I really liked Warcraft 3, and now, you know, with this update, I never really got around to it. It's always been on my pile of shame. There's a new campaign mode. It's hard to say new because this game's been out for years.
Yeah, I wonder what you mean by new.
And there's a lot of units and that weren't in the previous game that sort of served to change up the gameplay. But if you play like I do, you know, you're kind of rigid and you're like back to you don't want to change that much once you have something that actually works.
Yeah.
It's still there. It's still a lot of fun, and like, so, you know, when I'm supposed to be doing work, I find from time to time I'll dig in, roll a quick skirmish into the Night Elves, and kick some ass.
Yeah, Warcraft, that's a fun game. You know, we've been trying to hook up for too long. We actually got to get that rolling.
Oh my god.
We had so many problems hooking up with Warcraft 3. I mean, we could do a whole episode about talking about how much this sucked. It was like, it was New Year's Eve going into New Year's Day, to give you an idea. And like, we were like taking computers around, like moving them down levels.
Yeah.
It was pretty ridiculous, and in the end, it didn't work.
Most of the time, like, you know, people don't run into these sorts of issues, but, you know,
yeah.
I think, like, the gods were against us, trying to prevent us.
No
from,
matter
you know,
what we did, it was unbelievably frustrating. But in the end, we ended up playing Super Mario Wii, and
we didn't kill each other, you know, too often. So
yeah,
it's a good sign.
But ended up being a good night because that was some good stuff.
Yeah.
All right, Twisted, what are we doing?
Recently I've been playing around a bit. I've I've gone back and started to play some TF2, but for the most part, I've kind of been straying away from most of my video games recently. I've been going back to starting some tabletop again. But I've also picked up a fairly old title recently, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, which I've been playing with.
Sampling it up.
Yes,
All about
I've been
the
playing.
oldies today.
I've been playing
Oh, yeah.
a standalone mod called Samp, which came out quite a few years ago. I've been playing it with 10tim10 over here, so it's been fun.
Yeah, Samp is awesome. That's what I was gonna say. I got back into San Andreas because fellow YouTuber T2 Darlington was setting up some Samp servers. He was doing some kind of stuff, and I kind of hooked up with him. And I said, "Yo, let's do some Samp." So I played a couple games with T2. It was good. We did some pretty cool stuff. Just running around, driving off cliffs, and it's a great waste of time. But Samp is fun. If you haven't played Samp, it's okay. It's not the greatest thing ever. Never pass up Call of Duty for it. Never pass up a Mass Effect for it.
How
But
many players does it support?
it supports like 100 people or more. Some servers go up way high, and you can just run around and do stuff. But there's a lot of people that are just like doing nothing. It's not like a great community, but I haven't really dug into it completely. But honestly, it's just pretty good. It's not.
You gotta consider it's like a mod for a
Yeah.
game that doesn't really have multiplayer, so
Yeah.
that's pretty amazing.
It's fun. I find myself just going back and playing the San Andreas campaign more because that's actually made really well. It's been fun playing some Samp and Twisted. We definitely got to hook up and do some more of that because it's too much fun. Anyway, it's definitely time to talk about our main event, and I'm too eager to do it. So let's go. This is a big deal. BioWare never goes subtle. If you haven't been pulled into the Mass Effect, you're missing one of the most prolific and innovative games in gaming history. Now, how is BioWare's latest masterpiece? Who's had hands-on? Let's go with that.
I've almost beaten it.
Rand's almost beaten it, and Chief, you've had some hands-on?
Yeah, I'm a couple hours into it. It's a blast.
Alright. No spoilers. Alright.
It's gonna be hard, but I'll...
Alright, I'll
is
give you
it?
the biggest spoiler. You can buy a space hamster.
Hamsters. If that doesn't sell you on the game, I don't know what will.
Alright, how is
You
it?
did kind of
I really agree with BioWare when they said that you don't have to play Mass Effect to enjoy Mass Effect 2, because really, Mass Effect 2, other than the story, really is nothing like Mass Effect. Health system's different, cover system's different, teammate system's different.
Ammo is different, all the guns.
Ammo's different, yes.
Yeah.
Although I don't like the concept where instead of using ammo, it's like the ammo clips are thermal clips and they cool down your gun.
I think it makes more sense for the game because, like, it was all about overheating the last one.
Sure, I'd rather
Just
yeah,
introducing ammo at random would be kind of weird.
Yeah. But the cover system's a little sketchy now. I mean, it's really good, but I've been noticing what Twisted said last episode where you
psychic
can run it-
powers.
Looks like prayers have been answered. If
Yes.
you watch episode 3, some of the stuff that Twisted was mentioning, which was
Virtually all of it, what I was mentioning.
was in Mass Effect 2.
Yeah, stuff I didn't even really think they had to fix. They actually went out and, they did a big overhaul.
Although I don't like one thing